former White House Democrat who was arrested for impersonating Trump supporters and committing fake hate crimes against himself.
Yeah, police say Patel created a fake social media account, then used it to make racist attacks against himself.
Now, I don't want to shock you, but this story has gotten even crazier. Check it out.
Allegations against a Fort Bend County candidate for Commissioner's Court keep mounting.
This is Patel. He is a Democrat with connections all the way to the White House. He was, for instance, appointed by President Joe Biden to serve as a White House liaison, and he was even serving as a law clerk for the Justice Department's criminal division. Here is Patel's political ad because he's running for county commissioner.
In Fort Bend County, you should be able to snap a picture of a pothole, upload it to the county, and in 24 hours, get a picture of it back fixed. I'm Patel, and I'm running for county commissioner to implement smart and simple solutions just like this. It's what I've done since I was a kid growing up right here, and how I ended up working here at the White House with smart and
Now, this is where things get interesting. Like I said earlier, Patel was running for county commissioner in Fort Bend, Texas, a ruby red area, and he was up against a longtime Republican incumbent, Andy Myers, who's held this position for 27 years. Now, everyone knows a Democrat trying to run for a Republican position in ruby red Texas doesn't really have a shot. But Patel had a fantastic idea. What if he was the victim of racist attacks? And those racist attacks came from the supporters of Myers, the current Republican county commissioner.
A candidate for Fort Bend County Commissioner in Precinct 3 is exposing the racism and xenophobic messages sent to him. Patel posted them online. The words saying, "We don't need more San Negroid humans." One person said, "He's another dirty Pakistani," but it goes on, despite Patel being of Indian descent, born in Fort Bend County, the hate still rolled in. Some saying he doesn't know English, others saying he wasn't born in America, calling him a communist and a foreigner who wants to take away their guns and freedom. Is this our America? You damn right it is. Tonight, Patel is speaking out and says these kind of attacks totally cross the line. Glad to have you on the Factor Uncensored. Unfortunately, those circumstances are not so great.
That's right. I'm glad to be here. And look, we are always going to push back against hate, especially in a place like Fort Bend County that is so diverse and has given so many blessings to people from all communities and walks of life. But we have to expose what's happening here. And Isaiah, I'll tell you, since we exposed it, those hateful attacks have only increased in the last 24 hours.
Hey everyone, let's take a quick moment to talk about something critical in today's world: staying informed without falling into echo chamber. Now, I don't have to tell you how challenging it can be to get the full picture when the media outlets that we rely on have their own biases and agendas. That's where today's sponsor, Ground News, comes in. Ground News is an app and website that aggregates news from across the political spectrum, both nationally and globally. It allows you to compare how different media outlets are covering the same story, providing helpful context like source political bias, reliability, and even who owns or funds that source. As an example, look at this story. Judge throws out 2 charges Trump faces in Georgia election subversion case. Now, as you can see, 153 articles have been published on this topic, but the narratives differ wildly across the political spectrum. For example, the left-leaning PBS NewsHour says Judge tosses more counts against Trump and others in Georgia election case. 32 counts remain. The first one that comes up is American Wire News, which says leftists go berserk after Fulton County judge spanks Fannie, dismisses Trump charges. American Wire News. The same story with completely different narratives. And my favorite feature, the blind spot, where you get to see if stories are being overreported or underreported by the left or right wing. Now, if you want to see every side to every story, go to ground.news/Nate. That's ground.news/Nate to get 40% off the Vantage plan. That means you're going to get to stay informed and get to see everything that I see every day when I do my research. Again, go to ground.news/Nate or scan the QR code on the screen. Now, back to the video. Now, his Republican MAGA opponent went to the district attorney and said, hey, we got a problem here. If people are saying that near my supporters, they need to be held accountable. And an investigation was opened. Now, shockingly, the investigation showed it was Patel sending himself racist messages. You think I'm joking?
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. His political future was bright by many standards. Now a candidate for Fort Bend County Commissioner who once worked in the White House has been arrested.
Well, I'm hearing some whispers that this is about him allegedly creating fake identities to then make hateful comments towards him so that he can seek media attention. Now, I don't know if this is true, but if it is true, right, this is a very appropriate prosecution. They are filing a misrepresentation of identity, which is a Class A misdemeanor, and an online impersonation charge, which is a third-degree felony, up to 10 years in prison, both found not in the penal code, but in the election code. And it's designed to prevent people from interfering with the outcomes of elections by misinformation.
Now, investigators did their digging, and Patel was so sloppy that they were able to find his name, credit card information, all attached to the fake accounts. Here is how they busted Patel.
Here is what we know so far. Back in October, the DA's office received a request from Precinct 3 Commissioner Andy Meyer to look into who was behind several social media posts directed at his opponent, which is Patel. This came after Patel sent out a press release with a collage of supposed racist social media posts that he claimed were directed at him. Meyer told investigators he recognized one of the accounts behind the comments as Antonio Scallywag. The documents then further detailed how they linked that account back to Patel, including getting a subpoena from Facebook and Google. From there, they were able to obtain account and payment information matching Patel's credit card number, address, phone number, and other personal data.
Now, I always hate saying, but wait, there's more, but wait, there's more. See, investigators then got search warrants to go through Patel's stuff. And they found that Patel has a problem with impersonating other people online, like the judge in his case. You think I'm joking?
The Fort Bend County candidate who was charged last month for allegedly faking racist social media posts against himself is under investigation again for a similar crime.
Yeah, a new search warrant filed by investigators this week claims that he impersonated a district judge on Facebook. In fact, it's the one who was initially assigned to preside over his first case.
Yet another search warrant linked him to a fake Facebook account using the real name of Judge Surendran Patel. And in the newest search warrant, investigators say he used the email address theonlydangerousdog@gmail.com to create a Facebook account under the name Jane Donnie using a Pennsylvania realtor's photo.
So here is a YouTuber who caught up with Patel and tried to ask him a couple of questions about why the hell are you doing this and why are you still running for county commissioner? Here's what happened.
I call you the peddler of fake hate. How many people are you impersonating? Terrell, what do you say to the voters? What do you say to the voters? Patel had nothing to say, but I had plenty to say. What's wrong with you, dude? Why would you do that? Why would you peddle fake hate?
Now, Patel is a Democrat in Ruby Red, Texas, and he had gotten support from other Democrats in Ruby Red, Texas, but they've now had to remove their support because he's peddling fake racism.
The first is Harris County Precinct 2 Constable Jerry Garcia. In a call with me today, Garcia said, "I'm going to have to withdraw my endorsement." Garcia adding, if he had known about Patel's actions of allegedly creating fake online profiles and then posting racist messages on social media, as investigators have laid out, all in an effort to pull sympathetic votes against his long-term opponent, the long-term incumbent, Andy Myers, Garcia says he would have never endorsed him. The second elected official is from Patel's backyard and someone he knows quite well, Fort Bend County Sheriff Eric Fagan. Now, here's an image Patel posted of the two of them while Fagan was working a case for the county last fall. Fagan told me the image should have never been posted by Patel to his campaign's social media site, but that Patel did so anyways. Fagan also making it very clear that in light of Patel's criminal investigation, he no longer supports him. Sheriff Fagan revealing as well that he is a witness in the investigation into Patel that is being conducted by the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office as well as the Texas Rangers. Now, what about County Judge K.P. George? It is unclear if he still supports Patel, who served as his chief of staff during his first term. Judge George's office acknowledges the seriousness of the allegations against Patel, but adds, "We must allow the legal proceedings to unfold, guided by the facts and evidence." Now, as we reported on click2houston.com on Wednesday, this new batch of evidence presented by investigators, Patel, who had access to George's personal campaign email on his phone, allegedly created more fictitious names and racial comments than what he was originally charged for in June.
So this guy's impersonating a judge, impersonating Trump supporters, impersonating so many people that it's gotten crazy, even a realtor from Pennsylvania. And he still wants to be elected to county commissioner in Texas. You can't make this stuff up. Now, Patel pleaded not guilty to the charges and may have to come back to plead not guilty to more charges. It all depends on what the documents show.
And in just a few hours, a former Fort Bend County candidate is due in court for his arraignment. Terrell Patel is facing a felony count of online impersonation for creating a fake Facebook profile back in 2022 to highlight racist attacks targeting him and his campaign while he ran for Precinct 3 commissioner.
Now, as always, tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section. Tell me if you feel sorry for Mr. Patel because you think he is being, quote, misunderstood. And don't forget to leave me a like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. My name is Nate the Lawyer, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.